up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay on Twos. I know I said Jay on Twos sound crazy. It's been so long, y'all, but I'm up to something, y'all. I'm gonna just show y'all a little sneak peek in the background, but we gonna see what your boy Jay on Twos do today, y'all. Stay tuned. So, y'all, I know I've been absent for a while. I'm sorry. I'm back. So what's going on is, y'all, so as y'all know, Jay on Twos, I used to ride the Gixxer. Well, first it was the Ninja 300. Remember, I totaled that bike, and the twisties and turnies, totaled that bike. That was back in 2020, 2021. I want to say, yeah, it was like 2021. And then 2022, Jay on Twos came out with the Gixxer 600, the blue and white one. And long story short, ended up selling it in 2023. Right? Yeah, no, that was in 2022. I sold it in 2022. What happened was me and my now wife, we got end up getting married. She ended up having my son, and I'm sorry, I'm sweating, y'all. I'm hot. Just came from the gym, so don't mind the sweat. Gotta get that work in. But end up selling the bike because I was expecting, she was expecting my first son, and that's when I decided, like, yeah, I think I'm done with the sport bikes. I was getting too many accidents. Too much was just too much. It was the fast life need to slow down, especially when you start to get more serious about life. So I'm gonna roll the window down. I'm sweating, y'all. See, I'm hot. But sold the bike. Ended up, I said I was gonna continue to ride, but my next bike had to be a cruiser. I was done with the fast life. I mean, you can still go fast on those cruisers, don't get me wrong, but I just need to slow down. So things happen. I had setbacks in my life. Things didn't go as planned. Wasn't able to get the cruiser right away. It just when life hits you. So it didn't go the way as planned. But y'all, I finally, got serious about that goal. I picked that goal back up of getting that cruiser. So beginning of this, probably 3-4 months ago, contact my boy Devin Clark, and I was like, man, I got this 5K goal, and I need you to help hold me accountable because I'm getting this cruiser. It's happening this year. It will happen this year, and so far, so it's going good. The 5K goal is going good. Basically, what it is I got into some debt, and credit card debt, just different types of debt that you could have, and it wasn't a lot, but it was enough to hold me back from getting what I wanted. So I'm like, okay, my goal is if I can pay this debt all the way down to zero, all this debt down to zero, I can get the bike that I want instead of having to go get forced into a bike I don't want. Basically, why I call it the 5K goals, because in 2024, I picked up running 5Ks. I started, I got into more running. I've always been into fitness, as you guys know, but I got more into the running aspect and that cardio aspect. And I started doing 5Ks, doing pretty good at them. I actually enjoyed them. Loved doing it. Got really heavily involved in them, went investing in the shoes and all the running gear and all that stuff. And so I called this the 5K goal because, if you ever run a 5K, it's not an easy process. It's a process to it. When you start off, you got to make sure you pace yourself. You can't run right into it, jump straight into it, and get all into it, or you'll get winded early and you'll want to give up, or you'll get tired too quick. And then with that 5K, you got to pace yourself throughout it, because even in the middle of it, or if you ever run a race period, even in the middle of it or towards, it gets hard and you want to give up, but you got to keep going to get to that finish line so you can get that reward. So I call this the 5K goal because, through this process, it's hard to put that money toward debt when you want to go spend it on something else, or, go have some fun, or, do other things that, that's not responsible. It's easy, in the beginning, it's easy to, do that initial, but then that middle part is like, okay, I gotta stay consistent at this. And, it gets harder over time, but that end reward and that end goal, you want to get to that finish line. So you got to keep going. So that's why I call it the 5K goal, to that finish line. I'm almost there, but my original goal was to bring you guys along with the beginning of the process, but it didn't happen that way. So now I'm bringing you guys along the middle of the process. And right now I just pulled up to Hall of Fame Harley here in my hometown, and I'm about to go in here. I usually go stop in a Harley dealership probably every 2-3 weeks. Every time I make a payment, every time I pay something off, right? Or every time I put a payment towards something on my credit, I stop in the Harley dealership and I go buy a t-shirt. I'm not going to buy an expensive t-shirt because that would be dumb to go buy a $80, $100 t-shirt when I can put that $80 or $100 towards, you know, a payment. That means being responsible. It's a 5K goal. I gotta be responsible. So I usually go to the clearance rack. You know, ain't no shame in my game. I'll go to the clearance rack, see if I can find something on clearance. That's a nice shirt that I'll wear, you know, for like $30, $20, and I'll go buy it. So I'm going to go in here and see what they got. Also, y'all, I'm going to look at the bikes because it keeps me motivated. I love looking at these 2025s and 2024 that they introduced that new body style with the road glides and street glides. So I like looking at that new body style. You know, just keeping me motivated. So y'all, we about to go in here. I don't want to talk too much. I want to go in here. We can check them out, y'all. Y'all can look at them with me. And yeah, bring y'all along for the ride as I wipe this sweat off. All right, y'all. So I'm at Hall of Fame Harley. Y'all, we going to come in here and see what they got. Check out some of the bikes while we're here, y'all. So y'all, yeah, we're going to see what they got in here. Stay tuned. Here, Hall of Fame Harley. Just checking out the new road glide, y'all. I like that color. Oh, no, you don't. They don't have. Oh, yes, they do over here. That blue burst. That color right here, y'all. I love this color on how they introduced this on the Harley. This color is so dope. It's the color I want, y'all. Right here. Just look at it. Imagine that in the sun. It's a dope color. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Good. They ain't happy. I'm not saying that. So y'all, update. He's trying to get me into a bike. You know how this goes when you come into the Harley dealership. So y'all, stay tuned. I shouldn't have came in here, but you know I gotta feed that itch. So you know how it is. Y'all Harley riders know how it is, or motorcycle riders period. Y'all know how it is. So we in here, y'all. This is where the part where I said in that 5K goal, you gotta stay strict to your goal. So y'all, stay tuned. All right, guys. So as you guys seen, I heard a couple sounds. You know, just what I do is I go in there and keep myself motivated about this goal. To be transparent, you know, as they always do, they try and sell you on a bike. They try to sell me this Road King. It was nice. It was newly updated. They, you know, putting updated bags on the saddle bags on the back. Had the updated headlight system. It had a 107 on there. It was fully powder coated. By Harley, by one of the guys here at the Harley dealership. He was trying to sell me that for the situation that I'm in right now, because I can afford that right now. But you know, as you guys see, I didn't make a decision on that. So yeah, you guys, but it's all about just sticking to the goal, staying if you really want something, if you really put your mind to it, it's all obtainable, but you just have to stay consistent with the goal. And that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. I'm just staying consistent, not getting sidetracked. And yeah, y'all, just being patient. My time will come. And y'all, it's a process. But y'all, make sure you subscribe to the video if you haven't. Because I have a lot in store for you guys. That Harley is coming soon, so if you guys want to tag along for the process and just, you know, see how this goes, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Jay on 2s, and I'm out.